This is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Browns going up against the Eagles. With that, it's time to get up to Philadelphia as we welcome in our new broadcast team for 2016, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. They come out here in the I. Now the Eagles lead back. This is Ryan Matthews. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Wentz to throw on second down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And here's a look at the starting offense. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Wentz will try again on second down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
For a guy who went to college as a quarterback, Ryan Matthews has turned into quite the power runner. If he can only stay healthy, but his numbers would be huge, I think.
His numbers so far, 2 times over 1,000 yards with the Chargers, 5 years there now in his second year with the Eagles. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
This has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Griffin going to give to Crowell. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Griffin now off the bootleg. And here's the first NFL catch for Corey Coleman. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now, last year for Duke Johnson, 104 carries, was kind of held back, though, by that hamstring.
If he's healthy, that number will be eclipsed big time this year. They want to give him some work.
Yeah, 3 down back in Miami. Think he's being groomed for that in Cleveland?
No question about it. They want to make sure they control the football, and he will be a big key to getting it done. It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnidge, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. And trying to give a lift to this offense today will be the Duke, the former Cane, Duke Johnson.
Comes from a great tradition of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years.
On second down, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now it's Griffin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Michael Kendricks is an inside linebacker who can roam sideline to sideline and make plays.
Second down following the incompletion. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Travis Coons now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
It's taken to the 26. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And he'll be grabbed from behind and swung down like a rag doll. Connor Barwin in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Griffith being chased out left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On 4th down, here's Andy Lee to kick this one away for Cleveland. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Eagles take possession. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. It goes as a pickup of 23, and that leads to a Philadelphia first. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. This is a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. To throw, it's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Donnie Jones now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one's high, but not very far. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Griffin gives to Johnson on the draw. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. In the red zone this time. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. That's caught at the 1. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ryan Matthews taking it in. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now it's Griffith looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Browns a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll throw on first down with Griffith. Caught left side. It's Barnage. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On first and 10, it's Griffith. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Mostert. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Griffith looking for Barnage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Matthews the intended target. And all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down. Wentz on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Here's Donnie Jones now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. That's taken on the 25. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Try to shake off the interception. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A first-time Pro Bowler from 2015, Fletcher Cox, in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Another pistol look here. This is Mostert. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last run.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. To throw is Wentz. And he hits his man, Matthews. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones up to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Now Mostert. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
On the grab, it's Ruben Randall. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here comes the D swarming to the line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, Wentz hits his target, Ruben Randall. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Caught left side. It's Barnage. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He hits Randall, complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to hit Ryan Matthews there out of the backfield. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Green 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 10 now. Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. Now look how Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They come out here in the eye. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Shakes off the sack. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up. They still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra? And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Griffin, it's caught. It's Barnidge over the middle. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Once again, Griffin. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him. His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he finds Barnidge. He's got it. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Now Griffin gets it to Gordon. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Browns are going to have a 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw is RG3. Pryor has it complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Throwing again, Griffin. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, here's Griffin on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. 2nd and 10 now. Griffin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ten yards to go on 3rd. On 3rd down, Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. They come out here in the eye. Now Ryan Matthews on third down. Oh, and the ball's out. Matthews loses it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball. And then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get this in.
And this is caught inside the 5. They'll get 32 yards there. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it with Sproles. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They run the counter now on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Well, week 1 behind us now. Always tough to start the season on the losing side.
It is, but you know, the teams that know how to recover, that understand it's just week 1, are the teams that will sustain and end up having a good season.
So for Philadelphia, they get the victory in the debut of rookie head coach Doug Peterson, and they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it'll be a losing debut for new coach Hugh Jackson, and they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Doug Peterson, a winner in his Eagle coaching debut, as we say so long from Philadelphia.